Yo guys, I'm back with another video today, and today I'm going to be reacting to fake work. I don't know how it's going to go, so if you see this, obviously I've uploaded it, meaning I somewhat like the reaction, whereas obviously if you're not going to see it, that means I'm not going to like the reaction. So let's see how this goes. Basically, because of the software I use to record my videos, you won't hear my audio on the screen, so I'm just going to leave my screen like this. I'm going to play the audio through my phone, so you should be able to hear it, and we're going to see what I think to it, my reaction. I've listened to this song multiple times, so we are going to see what I think to it and see if pick lines out of it. Then after this I'm going to do another video on No Lives Matter, so let's get into it. Hope there's no adverts. Of course there's an advert. 2 seconds.
Start a free trial of YouTube Premium today.
There we go. Next. And another advert. Adverts, fuck off. Yes, I should have had that ready before. Let's go.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song I'm scared I'll get killed for. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than...
I mean, Cardi B, one of the biggest hip-hop stars at the minute, female wise. Most girls do look up to her, look at how she looks, try and be like her. Like, why? He has a point there, and there's rappers at the top of the billboard pushing stuff like Xanax and that, and he's here doing things legitly and clean and getting no credit for it, whereas all these people who are doing all these drugs, all the things in the wrong ways, they're getting all the attention. It's, yeah.
Purchase a gun. Eminem used to K-bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't. I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song I'm scared I'll get killed for. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem.
Obviously he is American, and as he said, in America it's harder to get a job than it is to purchase a gun. I mean, he did this in January, so because of, well, I mean, jobs were hard to come across anyways, but because of lockdown, jobs are becoming harder to get. So my top keys coming. So no, jobs are becoming harder to find because of lockdown, but they're hard to find anyways. And obviously, in America, you can purchase a gun easily, and it's like, yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Used to K-bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be.
Point right there, Eminem. Everything he's done over the years, all the stuff he says. Don't get me wrong, I love Eminem, I love his music, but he says all this stuff like gay bashes and murders his mum and all this about the way he treats girls, all the way he disrespects them. But then, as soon as somebody votes for Trump in the election, he wants nothing to do with them. He doesn't want them as one of his fans. He doesn't want them to listen to his music. He wants them to cut cords, and it's like, Trump, I don't like Trump, but that is nothing compared to some of the stuff you've said over the years. So if you can say that stuff, put up with people who like Trump. It's their own decision. Like, yeah.
American, you should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're...
I mean, nowadays, whatever you say, someone will say that it's either homophobic or racist. Like, you can't say anything anymore. Try say something, no, you can't. Homophobic, no you can't, it's racist. Like, Is it really? Is it really? Like, people need... Yes, some people do say the wrong things. They need to be careful what they say, but some people get claimed to be homophobic or racist for saying things that aren't homophobic or racist. Like, I can't think of a good example, but... Or, like, it's stupid things. Like, I've seen it when I'm playing a game of football before my mates, and just because somebody doesn't pass to the black kid, apparently they're racist. Like, it's not racist, it's just the other person might have been in a better position or might have been a clearer path to get the ball to them. It's like, it's not racist, it's just coincidence. We don't do things, like, I personally don't, and I should hope that no one else does, but you shouldn't treat people differently because of the skin colour or because of their sexuality. Like, that is the skin colour they can't help. Like, so it's not fair to, like, put them aside just because of that, or like someone's sexuality, whether they're straight, bisexual, gay, pansexual, whatever. That is their choice. Like, you shouldn't judge them for it. You shouldn't make fun and disclude them just because of that. It's not fair. Like, yeah. Anyways, we're going to keep listening because we're 40 seconds into the song.
White and your privilege, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're raped. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew...
Okay then. He said slaves that never got released, they just don't have the cages anymore. Instead, they have tiny screens. It's like, yeah, instead of a cage. Like, we're being we're being persuaded and made to think that we're free when we're not. We're being controlled still, and we are still all slaves to the government and politicians and everyone that's higher up. Like, we're really not. I mean, I can see where it's coming from. Like, they say something, we do it. They have the power, but that's just society. I wouldn't say it's slavery still, but he has his points.
The race war would be the game they need to play for people too big teams. They use the media to feed the flame. They so
fake will, facts don't care. Niggas about facts don't care.
they won't
Tell me what to believe in. Hey, so fake will, say so, fake will, facts don't care.
It's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Pictures from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue.
Wow, a lot was just said then. I don't even know, basically, about people not liking the neighbours because they wear a mask or because they stay at home, but that is what society's come to. It's lockdown. You stay in, you wear masks. Like, you hate your neighbours for it, but they're doing it for your safety. They're in contact with you because they're your neighbour. They're doing it to protect you from germs and viruses. Like, you got to understand that. Because I will admit, I do still go out and use my exercise. I go out on my bike or go for a run and that. But if I leave the house, even if I'm not coming in contact with anyone, I could be just going on a bike ride by myself. Like, I sometimes go down dirt tracks on my bike, nobody else around, so more than 2 meters away from people, obviously. I will still wear a mask. If I'm outside my house, I will wear a mask whether I'm coming into contact with people or not. Like, when I'm at college, we have to wear our masks inside the building the whole time, unless we're eating. But as soon as we walk out the doors and go into the open area on college property, we are allowed to take our masks off, but I'm not going to. I will only take it off if I'm eating or drinking. Apart from that, I'm going to keep my mask on because I have one of the neck warmer ones that you can pull up. I have an actual t-shirt that has the mask built into it. I have other masks, like for example, one right here. I have God knows how many masks. Like, I just have them laid everywhere. I have one in every coat I own. I have one in the pocket. I have one laid there. I have them. I've more hung up over there. I have the mask one. I have some disposable ones. I have so many. Like, they're laid everywhere. I can just literally pick one up and go. So I don't have to search around looking for it. It's just what we do nowadays. It's what life has come to, wearing a mask. But yeah, anyways, let's get back on
Because they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family.
Exactly.
Without being accused.
Black Lives Matter isn't fair. Yes, I understand why they did it, because like the George Floyd thing and everything, saying Black Lives Matter because of police brutality, it's the blacks getting killed. I posted something on my Instagram a few months ago. It was a video that I found on TikTok. If you check the statistics, it's actually white people who get killed by the police more than black people, but the media don't report it unless the person who's been killed is black. Like, police can kill so many white men and women and media won't report it, but as soon as one black male or female, any black person or anyone who's not white, any skin colour but white, as soon as they get killed by the police, it's all over the news worldwide. So as he explains in No Lives Matter, which you will see in another video, it's not just black people who get killed by the police. It's more white people, but obviously media only report it when it's black. So that people always say it's racist if it's towards someone who's not white, but that is being racist towards white people not reporting their deaths by police officer, only reporting it if it's someone who's not white, which isn't fair. Everyone should be treated the same. So
Celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans
Black,
are
white, and
playing slim
political,
cards if you're
yeah.
liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police. Y'all are genius.
black, white, we're being divided, black, white and political. It shouldn't be that. Politicians, black people, white people, Asian people, any person should be treated the exact same. You shouldn't be treated differently because of your skin colour, because of your place in society, because you've got a better job or a worse job, because you have a house, because you don't have a house. No matter what, you shouldn't be treated differently. Everyone should be treated the same. It is only fair. Like, say one of your family members became a politician, you wouldn't treat them any differently, start to resent them slightly just because they've got this power. Or a family member became homeless, you wouldn't start treating them differently because they don't have a house and because they're homeless. You still treat them the same because they're families. So why can't you treat everybody the same? It's honestly not fair. But yeah.
For sure, they're underfunded already. They're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops. See what reaches you first.
Order food, call the police, see which reaches you first. I mean, food, when you order food, it generally takes a while to get here. What he's saying is call the police and they still will turn up after the food, because the police is so stretched. They have such a small budget and such a large job to do, they can't cover it properly, so the resources are stretched. They have people trying to do everything, so when something gets called out, they have a new call or they have something they need to respond to, like, they struggle and it takes time because everyone's tied up doing other things because of the cuts to the departments and the forces. They've lost so many officers. It's not just in the UK, not just America. Every single police force and police department over the entire world, budget cuts over the past 10-15 years, the amount of staff they have has gone downhill mad fast. Like, it's not fair. They need more people to supply the right amount of care they need for the public. So yeah,
Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
Facts don't care about news, they know. They won't tell me hard to believe in fake love, fake love, fake love. Fake love. Facts don't care about news.
Violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When countries going crazy, we accept it as society.
When a man has mental illnesses, oh my god. Let's go back to that sec.
Football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently.
If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. That's the thing. A man has a mental illness. Nobody recognises it. Nobody helps men with mental illnesses. People think that it's women who have mental illnesses, women who need the help. So the women get all the help and the men are just there like, I'm a man, I don't need help, I've got to deal with it by myself because nobody will help me because I'm a male. I've got to be strong and do it by myself, which is wrong. People should help men the same as they help women. It's only fair. Like a man who might have depression or anxiety or something, they don't get the help they deserve. It's the women that get all the help, because if you're a woman, people realise you have the mental illness and everyone will help you. But as soon as it's a male, because over years and years and years, people think that men's got to hide everything. Men have to be big and strong and brave and hide all their emotion, hide everything. Most men don't show mental illnesses, so people don't recognise it and pick it up, and people don't help them. So that really isn't fair. Like, if a man has a mental illness, like, don't hide it. Be like the females, express it, let people know. It's not asking for attention, it's putting it out there, trying to get help, because men deserve help as much as women. It's not fair.
Countries going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill when the side effects get you high. You get addicted like these rappers dying, fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety, I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How do we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys.
Couple of years ago, a big problem was feminism, but now it seems like they hate men more, because the women get all the attention, the women get everything they need, everybody helps women, and men, we're left to fight for ourselves. Nobody's helping us. Yes, some men might have women helping them, but 99% of women have help from whether it's other females or other males. Like, whereas when it's a man who needs help, it's like a very small percentage of men who actually get help off people, because nobody helps them. Everyone's focused on helping the females because they just assume that men are stronger and men can take care of themselves better than females, which isn't always right. Some females might be stronger than males, meaning the males need more help than the females do. Like, it's only fair to help the men as well.
Trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
Fake world. Facts don't care. You keep saying facts don't care. What he's saying is the government do not care about facts. They see it from their eyes and their eyes only. We can give them facts and statistics and they still won't believe us. They will go from what they see and what they see in their eyes, things from their perspective. They don't look from our perspective. If they looked at things from our perspective, they would understand. But, yeah. Yes, you believe in hate, so fake wolf, fake wolf, same souls, fake wolf, fake wolf, don't care, doesn't feel it. Right, so that was Fake Work by Tom McDonald. As I said, my next video I'm doing is right there, as you can see, Tom McDonald, No Lives Matter. I will be doing that song next. If you have any other songs, music videos, things you want me to react to, let me know in the comments below, or message me on my Instagram or Snapchat. Let me know what you want to see, and I will try and react to it the best I can. I'm not the best at reacting to things, as you've seen by this video, but I will try my best. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. It's something new to bring to the channel. It's a change. Let's do it. But I will see you guys in the next video where I react to Tom McDonald, No Lives Matter. So see you then, but for now, peace out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, like, comment. Peace out.